Welcome back to the Regional Collective, the podcast that champions small business owners and their incredible stories of resilience, creativity, and community. I'm your host, Shelley Cox, and I couldn't be more excited to kick off season 2 with something a little different, because this time we're hitting the road. From the bustling main streets to the quiet hidden gems, we'll be travelling across South Australia to meet inspiring small business owners in their own backyards. Together, we'll explore their challenges, celebrate their wins, and uncover the unique ways they're shaping their local communities. So buckle up for a heartfelt conversation with practical insights and a whole lot of inspiration as we shine a spotlight on the heartbeat of our regional economy. This is the Regional Collective, where small businesses make a big impact. In today's episode, we're excited to chat with David West, a champion for vibrant local communities. With years of experience transforming quiet main streets into thriving hubs, David shares how investing in these spaces creates opportunities for businesses and communities alike. From practical tips for small business owners to strategies that drive local growth, this conversation is packed with ideas to inspire action. So let's dive in and welcome David West to the Regional Collective podcast.
We're pleased if you joining us today to have a chat about your involvement with Main Street, but also how you've seen, Main Street, high streets, regional town streets evolve with how they move forward in the new, we're just talking about post-COVID way of working. So maybe you let us know a bit more about your background, how you got into on retail strategies and Main Street.
Originally, I was with Panasonic in wholesale trade, but then I went to Westfield and some marketing in Westfield shopping centres in Adelaide, and so some teacher advisor in Arndale. They actually moved to Marion. So over that 10-year period, I was working with Westfield, and they're a really positive professional group that actually really show how shopping centres can work. And in South Australia, they've had a very big impact on the economy. Of course, so after my 10 years, I thought we'd done one a lot. Marion, the new city of Madison, and done a lot of things at Teacher Brothers and extension things. But I was looking for a new challenge, so I went to Rumney in the CBD, and they were looking at how could we manage this Main Street better. Because Rumney was a neighbourhood, but it's also really a Main Street where 1,000 shops, 15 arcades, and a whole mix of businesses, and very much like a shopping centre, but also the Main Street. And you've got one of the other Main Street and Rumney Street. And so I was looking at, because I jumped from a shopping centre background, in shopping centres, everything is very measured, and you measure traffic count.
And what control?
Yes. Yeah. Some people say it's a little bit clinical control, but it's also very well managed, so they make sure customer experience is really good. Yeah. And because they're counting, they can tell all the time whether people are coming or not. If they're running out of motion, they'll have people coming with cleaning contracts and things, everything's done to a standard. So when I got to run a mall, because it was a little bit different, it was a bit more council this, and you can do that part there, and then you run the promotions with a group of retailers, and off you go. That should go well. And I, being very inquisitive, I thought there's going to be a better way of doing this. Surely there'll be a lot more detail about how it's done as far as the standards go. What I found in the Main Street is that the things can change so dramatically, because in a shopping centre, you don't have people coming out of the bar in the morning and then walking down the street. You don't have people who graffiti the front of shops, or that doesn't. So these are challenges, and it's got to be a good way of starting to measure some of these things. So I started putting things in place about how to measure the standards and make sure the customer experience better.
Because there's so many more there in a Main Street that are out of your control, as you said. I had quite a trip down in front of one of once after drunken night out. So on a security camera, them carrying it down the street. And I went, I'm so good about it.
Even today, it's raining outside, so in a Main Street, of course, it's wet. That doesn't happen in a shopping centre because it's control and throughout, so always the same quality and standards. And I always have this principle, and Westfield have this principle too, of making sure that in the morning, when you walk the centre in the morning first, it's at the morning call up. And you basically walk around like a customer and have a look. Is everything ready for customers to come in at 9 o'clock in the morning? You're always watching the start and how the centre is presented. In a Main Street, also, it's a big centre where it's overnight. Things and I remember one of my favourite problems was actually people putting soap suds in the fountain.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So I used to love that. I used to love that because it's how the data reacted. Yeah. And we actually did come up with you can actually put some liquid in there that actually reverses the process. And it turns such that makes it go back and just turn back into water. And so we came up with that idea. But it's just the sort of things that happen that you're going to be watching. You can't just assume, oh, that'll be all right.
Let it going, it should be right.
Yeah. So you've got to make sure.
You've got to probably solve a lot more, don't you? Because, like you said, it's not a set and forget. It's actually an ever evolving.
Yes.
State
And
as a main street.
watching it.
Yeah, and you've got to be able to adapt. So one of those things that you talked about in your book as well is about having some strategies around how to not always, also not only just be managing a main street, but also being a part of it. So as a retailer, maybe can you just break down a few of those sort of strategy and rule, like that sort of things, especially smaller, medium mains. Conveys if they're not the main controller of the they're part of the.
I think being active and working, and I think we really learn now that collaboration and partnerships, forming teams is really important. Back in 2012, very forced in the UK, commissioned by the Prime Minister of the UK to actually look at all the high streets and say, what's the problem here? We've got vacancies coming up. What's going on? The streets are in trouble. She did this really extensive research.
And TV show about.
She had that in Tanunda. She's got a really high profile. And she came back and said, well, the first thing is you've got to form teams together and you can't do it individually. So the retailers need to be working with this. The property owners have to be part of this and the councils have got to be part of it. And that was a really interesting sort of direction to say, form teams that are working together in a partnership. So that's definitely, I found that here in Australia, definitely the same thing with things to work.
And that's it. And you would have seen in your time as well on forcing and assessing main streets, giving them solutions or plans or ways forward. What are some that are working well and some that are in what things contribute to oiled main streets that can handle the challenges to ones that don't?
I think it's interesting because what I did early in the piece was I thought, I'll look and see what sort of groups are around who are doing this sort of work. And I came across the Association of Tenants in the UK and Main Street America in the States. And their mantra really was really good that I've stuck to since I found it was basically looking at the governance of the Main Street, like who's responsible and who's working together. What marketing promotion that's going, who's working on trying to improve the business mix and try to fill those vacancies, and what is the streetscape like? And if you put those four elements together, they've all got to work. You can't just say, oh, we've got a really great Main Street. You're very organised. You've also got active marketing and promotion, and you're going to be working towards trying to fill vacancies and try to attract new businesses. So it's really a combination of those four elements that come together, and then streets that you're doing best really are the ones that are very active in all four areas, not just, oh, we're really good at market, really good at streetscape. And often councils start with streetscape, and that's fine. They actually say, but you new trees,
seeing place communal areas that, artworks and things like that.
Yes.
That's I think that's one thing that people see is the quick fix and that high level, easy to see progress later.
And visible.
That's it. But the other one, but certainly, they call time and work. And like you say, probably councils leading that way, but also working to empower everybody in that partnership to actually have contribute. If it can't be one person's role, it's a shared responsibility.
Yeah, but the small business putting in to work together is a really good way to go forward. Here in Tanunda, for example, you compare Lola's very active. They're very active in the media. And if we had seen on the 15, 20 businesses that were actually supporting that marketing program all together as a street, you have a much more program. And I think that's where we've got to really pick up the pace. And I think the shopping centres are very organised. They have big marketing funds, and main streets can just have a small marketing fund, but if they're working together, they can get some really good results.
Bigger impacts, aren't they? Have you got some towns that are within SA that you think are doing a great job of that or working towards? Yeah,
Yep.
whether you've been working with them, your consulting business, or you've seen on your travels, because I know you like to do Main Street and look at all of these aspects. Yeah. I did you have to take your wife to overseas, like at Main Street too.
Yeah, I tell her that she's going shopping. So see me going to retail. One example that's come up on a business, I've done a bit of work in Riverland and Moxton did a really good job. And they've got a very active business group that the business is a part of, and they're doing some really good work in partnership with the council.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of a standout I've found in Adelaide in the CBD, Norwood, so the grade at Norwood. The council, very active council, and they are a very sort of business-friendly council. And they've had a lot of development happen there. They've got a great shopping centre in the middle of the main street there in the Foodland. And I found them a very good example to highlight. One thing they do have, though, is that they have a marketing of 220,000 that they do all their promotions and activity. And if you look up their website in Grade Norwood, it's a fantastic website. It covers all the different elements of Australia.
Yeah, and we just recently had the Main Street SA conference hosted by Paytums and people.
Norwood Paytums and Peters.
City of Unley, and it was really interesting to see how I was impressed by how progressive the council was and involved in taking that lead. And that's not always the case, but it's really good to see that there's leaders out there that were really, I feel that they were in tune with what the business owners needed as well, working and see what their role was as council to engage the land owners, the landlords as well. Because that can be a tricky combination, can't it?
Well, yes, because you've got two parts to council. You've also got the elected members and then your administration who are trying to deliver programs on the ground.
That's it.
And sometimes elected members might make decisions that are not popular, and then the owner may not want to work with you. So that it is a tricky balance. What they found overseas is creating some independent business groups that just that little bit length away from council that then takes that political aspect out of it. And they can
business improvement.
Business improvement areas, improvement techniques, and they're bringing to Australia now, bringing some community improvement districts. That works for just that little bit of independence takes the political part away. And Norwood have done that quite well. They've got a very good business partnership there that they work with. But see, when council get voted in, they the members get in and they've got their things they're trying to achieve. They're trying to achieve certain objective. It may not necessarily line up with business because the business is very focused on foot traffic, more marketing, brings more people, high profile for the street, and presents a really strong brand. And that's a little bit different to council's objectives. Often they're looking at growth as economic development. That it might be bringing in a really big player to the area, which is lovely and actually blowing the street. But the business just can't be running around trying to change corporations. Sitting there and bring it. It's easily a whole separate job. Yes.
And also then in regional areas, you've got some other that council are working with. So you've got agricultural agendas as well. So you can understand how sometimes town main streets do get because they're going okay and there's other things to worry about. But I guess from what you see your travel around as well, one of the main challenges that are facing small business today in those along that main street and town and regional areas, the challenges needs to be ways forward.
I think one of the biggest ones that's come is probably, I think, COVID exacerbated by people staying really close to home and the employment changed a lot. So a lot of the retailers having trouble, particularly hospitality, they're trying to get workers to actually work in restaurants and cafes. Yeah. And that's still going through the process at the moment. And the government is really trying to come back to the regional area. But that's happening all over. We recently came and we hotel owners and they said, we back here working, guys, we just can't get people to come.
Traveling international people work. That's a holiday visa, working holiday visa kind of thing, which is why
Brexit hurt them a lot because they were getting Polish workers and Colombian workers would come in and work in all the bars, hotels, and of course they changed the numbers there and their basket. It's not the same anymore. America is saying the same sort of thing, is that they, with their main streets in the country and regional areas, they recently did a survey and they said that most of the businesses in the main street, like around 8%, come from local people wanting to set up a new business and get it running. And they said, you've got to really achieve more innovation, unique businesses and independent to get them started in the main street.
Yeah.
So that really makes the character in Main Street, where shopping centres focus very much on chain stores and big brands, whereas the Main Street focuses more on independence.
Unique bits of what each shop or each store bring to it. I think that's one area that we're really keen on, is making sure that you're unique in your offering and your outfit. In a Main Street, you don't want all of the chain stores. You don't want brown, you don't want beige. You want little pops of discovery.
Yes.
And things like that. So I think that's probably also a challenge coming out of COVID. Maybe there's a little bit of a loss in confidence in that uniqueness and going to.
Yeah.
And that's where perhaps having more, it's a formal business group, but having some like, they're welcome.
Children.
Welcome at the business.
Yes.
Yeah, what we do is sure that they with that support and work around them as they start out.
Yes.
Super exciting. And then after 3 months, it's awful. The excitement and it's like,
Yes. I think what we'll do with them, they've got a group called City Hub, and it's really a successful group. And I've done work with how they support their programs, and they've got some really good. They start off basically by bringing the business together to work and have some plans. The street is going to move forward. So a strategic plan, also a business plan. But they do, when business arrives, they welcome them to the street. The city, people got a chance to city hearts. Very, But again, they're just taking a proactive approach to how do we deliver programs, represent business to with a single voice that can have a say, as opposed to here's what's going to happen.
good one. Are you in on time? So show up. You want to have that
Yes.
involvement from the smaller business owners that will be bigger, better, more Main Street off.
Yep.
And your locals.
Well, there's a lot of programs around the country. Victoria's about 8 or 9 Main Street program from Bridge Street down to Geelong program, being Main Street a long time and managing. And there's some really good programs. Australia's also Victoria does some really. How do we make sure we bring more as independent work with team?
As you said, having a really clear idea and a bit of a bit you highlighted in your book, which is really, I found even as a retailer, for you looking at for and what's going to make the main price really it was really and it made it quite difficult to get that engagement because as if people went into their shell of where is the vital market, which was understandable, but it's pretty hard to
Yes.
group. I think they're being clear on who does what. But then accept that was so cool. Probably key to making that main.
Yeah. All that involved. And some, like I said, the property owners really want them to present their property really well. So then they get a better retailer in there or business in there anyway.
Yeah.
We want the buildings to be painted frequently, maintained, so they look really good. Shopping centres just know this because they know that in 5 years, they make the retail upgrade their shop. And makes the whole sense of them. Because you don't let anything fall behind. When I was down in Marion, the cinemas was that they won't the retailers don't the shop. They said, just wait. Demolish this whole things happening there. And really see how the census
Yeah.
the impression's on. It's terrible. So it's really important. So trying to encourage
Retired. Man.
yes.
That's probably where these things happen. Worse in better.
Shop front improvement. So really they're most around the state. I think Harbour's got and Jamestown work on handmade facades. It's a really important part. And basically just constant funding that is only facilitated activities. So it makes the property owner go in, get some quotes, maybe some repairs, and then they do $1 and the council support it. And these programs are very successful, and it has a big impact on how the street looks. In the UK, we're going back, some of their main street, it's fantastic because they painted the building good. And senior to show that the one building lot, red, white, and orange, and it just says this is the right main street. It's really good, as opposed to just dull gaps. Things makes a lot of
because then you've got who are trying to put there, or whoever showcase building that good part.
Like here we're sitting at a Dutch cafe. Now it's very unique, and the presentation of the street is very good. Come in this very unique. Yes, fine. Yes, we're near a shopping centre.
Right.
But I think the centre, when I still around the state.
And I took some photos of it. Yes, it's a whole. What do I think? Yep. And I think, I'm not seeing a unique colour. But you or your business or the area. But also we want to put our best. But we don't want to make welcoming that.
Yes. Wonderful.
It will shape the future of retail and Main Street business.
Yeah.
But that's what I found really interesting about the Main Street SA conference was that even though we were in the city and there was out Main Street, there were so many people and town areas. Yeah, what sort of trends or what do you think will shape 5 years?
Yep, I think building that unique brand and the same West the Main Street stand. So to get to that, you need to be doing proper research. And I think and understanding what the customer's thinking, because they're changing all the time and the views change and it's COVID. And I think one of the things Main Streets do around some of the states and others is they actually do policy research. They're actually people actually think of Main Street. What is your first impressions? If you say something like Tanunda, think of it. And you can't say the board, you work under the particular. And I think it's making sure the brain stand out, ask customers what they think. And
by the weekend and after something out online,
yes,
so it can be quite with that in there with the sort of but you put out to start is what
yes,
businesses need, but also maybe how they feel after an event and what information going for every month, every they're finding out what I want and think.
yes.
And also, the website. Now, as retail businesses are finding it hard to put traffic in, so they can help them survive and then be the current one that people things they put in place and use it as an opportunity.
I think they need to be focused, segmenting the market, having a local, who are their customers? Local, near a local or regional. But then who else are they trying to attract? It is the larger region, so maybe how the town on the place, got a strong enough brand, got a strong enough message, most of them they pay. And then looking beyond the state and saying, when tourists, why should they come here? What does it stand? So I think that's, going. But then I definitely think retailers would be a stronger market and a stronger promotional at that
one's trying
to you can't really rely on it. Just haven't got firepower to do it. They really have out there with some really strong messages.
That overall, that bigger effort together will be conforming. It doesn't have to be a formal association or your town, right? Either we're going to communicate together, we might send some, or share some marketing routes. Kind of be as simple as that. Yes, going forward, that's probably the support for each other, seek from each other, but we all have a part to play. I think little towns, that's not mine, or that one else, and I guess what much.
With the business plan having key roles, you were saying, or the role, what is the role? It's good. And I think that's thing has happened. Things like, as we look at the picture, I think originally businesses, this is, get on Facebook, very low cost. But you just put on the website, we get some pretty well, I'm going to do it myself. So you keep it very low. But I think finding now is this is, and you can't just put on Facebook stuff and then not put something on it because people say, so you
Mainstream.
continually putting out messages, and this is taking one of the voices. So I think it's moving along. This is one point. But most things need it. You need someone doing it all the time, being structured.
It's strategy around.
Can't just shoot a message out. It's got to be who are you talking to, and are they engaged? Or it takes work. Businesses engaged every day, continuously putting out this. It may annoy some people, but you've got to engage your audience. They will be watching audience to see if they're still listening.
And just to finish off, what kind of, who would your, like I know that, I found I got a lot of views out of your book. And what sort of things people find and way improving, building up their Main Street retail?
Well, what I'm trying to cover is the benefit. I think most in the example of some America is talking about that businesses are willing to pay something. They need to be able to drive as well, have a say in their destiny. So that's really a big part.
Yep.
The other thing is some really cost-effective promotion and activities that you can want to get out customers. But I definitely think the trend of working together being particularly started on these groups, they started Toronto. The reason they started because they're spending money on the government spending their good to spend money on our Main Street. They said, why don't we start better, right? Yeah. And they started with $40,000 and they started promotions and activities and making the street really fantastic. And then they just growing and going.
That's a big multi-million-dollar investment into more time.
Yes. And the investment will attract more investment. That's the thing. Once you've got this running, it's going to spend portrait. You can actually get additional funding that comes in because you're starting to use activities. Things happen that people are not going to come to you unless you're actually doing something. So, yes, yeah, and I think active group who are out there actually chasing sponsorship and those things that happen can happen. Just start small and work together, work out a plan, have a base, and just starts to get something.
People find support as well, and so you're the chair of Main Street. They find support. Your membership.
Yeah, so the Main Street SA is made up basically. We started back in 2011, so we formed as a corporate association in 2011 after a national. And the idea was to really bring best practices to South Australia and actually show them what's happening in other parts. And so what we've done is we've gone back over some really key speakers and them used online now. So our Main Street SA website and using some more of those. The key thing there is to log on to SA, have a look at it, and you'll see speakers from the UK, from Sweden, all over, who talk about how they got their Main Streets to work, how they got their town centres to work. So it's a really good resource.
Another idea, the thing of seeing what has, and you also have an annual conference
with annual footprints.
Yeah, so I attended that the other week, and that was really great opportunity for lots of shared ideas and learn all of those different, particularly something that councils should get involved in if there's more inspiration to be part of their Main Street.
Yeah, so a lot of our members of Main Street say are councils, and it gives them access to a lot of resources. And when we bring the best of the best speakers here, they can actually hear them and be part of it, and get their economic development team to come along and be part of it.
Yeah.
So councils, really can really be educated by all this information that is not always available easily to them.
Yeah.
We can bring it to them.
Bring it to them.
So it's
Yeah.
really,
And even as a small business owner, I found it really interesting as well to understand what my part is in contributing to Main Street. Yeah, really worthwhile, some really great resources. Excellent. So thank you very much for your time. And I'll put the link to your book on the post as well. And yeah, encourage people to look you up and look up Main Street SA as well. And make sure you talk to David about your Main Street and how you can actually help put a plan in place for that. Yeah, Main Street sort of revitalisation. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thanks, Shelley.
Thanks for listening to the Regional Collective. We hope you've picked up some great ideas to help your business thrive in your regional community. Ready for more? Join our membership for weekly support and resources tailored just for small businesses like yours. Stay in the loop, subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on Spotify so you don't miss a thing. Keep growing, keep thriving, and let's build stronger regions together. See you next time.